Hi family, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're well. I hope you are doing great. Nancy and I are surviving. Are surviving. Barely though, but we are surviving. So, in this video, I wanted us to talk about how to effectively save. Because based on that video I did about savings, I've had people who personally messaged me. Some people commented about how they struggled and all of those nice good uh feedback. So, uh, let me start here, guys. The reason why I can save effectively is because with saving, I started from a young age. And the reason why I'm saying I started from a young age, when I was in primary school, I used to get 3 rand a day for pocket money. Ne? And what my dad would do, like at the time, I didn't understand why he was doing that. So at the time, what my dad would do, like on a Monday, he'll give me like 15 rand. So when he gives me 15 rand, I would always take out like 100 and 1 rand 50 ne, for my tithes and offering, and then the rest of the money, the 13 rand 50, I will spend in a day. And thing is, I couldn't go back to my dad and say, "Oh, I've depleted my funds. Can I have another 3 rand?" So I think I got to a point. Mind you, this started when I think I was in grade 2 or 3. So I got to a point where I started understanding how this thing works. They kind, like, my dad cannot give me uh 15 rand for the week and I spend everything. So I needed to make sure that the 15 rand lasts me the entire week minus the tithe. So what, like, that's how the savings began. So what I would normally do, you'd find that with that 13 rand 50, I will spend 8 rand 50, and then the 5 rand I would save, ne? And the reason why I would save that is that once a month, would go to maybe Tanin or Polokwane, and I wanted really nice things from Cardi's, this um like gift shops. I so I would make sure that I have my own money to spend. So that's how I started saving. And as life progressed, what my dad would do, he would give me now pocket money for the entire month and all of that. So in high school it worked the same way. It's just that now, instead of giving me the physical cash, he would then deposit it into my savings account. So that's how everything began. So with my dad depositing money into my savings account, um because I wouldn't go to the bank every day, and it's not like at school I could swipe and all of that. Sometimes I'll just leave the money there, and seeing the money increase made me very happy. It made my heart soar. It made me feel like I'm a millionaire with my 500 rands. So that's how, I think my saving journey started, where I like, I'm gonna be honest, I like seeing a healthy bank balance. I'm not gonna lie. And I like seeing money that I have. Although now that I'm older, I know that I cannot just save aimlessly. I need to have a goal as to why I'm saving. But back then, I need to be honest, I wasn't saving because I had the end goal in mind. Like, even in varsity, when I saved that money, to be honest, it was when I was in honest, when I realized, oh, okay, you need to make sure now, Gucci, you have an apartment and all of that. But when I was saving, it was just that feel good feeling that I got. It was not necessarily because I was thinking, yo, after honors, I will need this. No, I was not even thinking that far ahead. I just like seeing money healthy, in a fixed savings, go Capitec. So that's how I started my savings journey. So even to date, I think I still have 4 savings account other than the main one, where they call it like flexi savings or whatever, go Capitec, where you can add like money each month. So I had multiple accounts. So the first one, it would be, I would have my surname, my name, and all of that, and I'll just put money away. And it came in handy as well when I went back home, like the short term one, like the maybe 6 months, 12 months one. When I went home December, I was bowling. I could take my family out, so that came in handy. But that's how I started my savings journey. It's not something that happened when I was in first year and I got it right. I started very, very, very young. Um, and I'm grateful. Shout outs to my dad. I'm grateful that he used to do that. I don't know if he was thinking that far ahead or what, but now, like now that I'm older, I'm grateful because I can save money even when I earn the little that I earn. I'm able to put some money away. And I'm doing that for a goal or a purpose rather. Because there are certain things that maybe you want to buy, and they obviously require money, and they're not necessarily cheap. So at least if you have some sort of cash to help you purchase those things, then that's great. I Someone, which is actually my aunt, asked if I could do an investment video. I will do it soon. I don't know when, but that's how my savings are helping me basically. So I save money to help with my investments because they require money, they require capital. Um yeah, so that's how my savings journey began. And in terms of tips that I would give someone who wants to save is, start small. Don't be too hard on yourself. I know, see, it's not that easy. Like I said, minather, I would put it away and eat the money or spend it. That happened when I was in primary. So as time progressed, the discipline was there and everything else, so it was easier. So don't be too hard on yourself. Start small. I know there are people who do that thing. Yeah, you put away 100 rand this month, 200 next month, 400 that other month, and eventually you'll have like a nice lump sum of money. um and then the other thing, if you are someone who's working, or even when you receive your allowance, you can then make a commitment to say, okay, I received 2,000 rand, because 200 is like high school allowance maybe, I don't know. So you get a 2,000 rand allowance. So what I would say you do is that, say maybe you're a Christian, you contribute your tithes and all of that. You know that, okay, 200 is for your tithe. Maybe when you go to church, you use a taxi, you put money away for that and groceries and whatever. But you can also make a commitment to say 5% of my pocket money, I'm going to put it away into my savings account. Guys, 1,000 is still better than 0 rand. Do you understand? And we cannot all be the same. Yes, I was able to save more than 50,000 rand, but we cannot all be the same, and situations are different. So even if you're unable to save 50,000 rand, you can save 1,000 rand a year. That's still okay. You'll be able to buy a bed if you're in varsity and like maybe in a similar situation as me. The reason why I'm saying situations are different is because Mina, I was able to put away more than 1,000 rand a month when I was in varsity. But someone, that 1,000 rand is pocket money. So putting away 50 rand, it's still good. So start with what you can. Don't kill yourself and don't compare yourself to other people. And make sure that you have food to eat. Don't sacrifice food for savings. Yeah. So and the other thing I wanted to talk about, like a tip, ne? That's something that I also use. And then with this, it's not really saving, but it helps because it means that you need to be responsible and accountable, right? The reason, like savings, when you maybe save your money in a bank, it's better because maybe you'll earn like interest there, 100 rand, 200 rand. So at least it's something. But with what I'm about to tell you, you are not going to get any interest. 0 rand. you are going to get what you put in. Okay. So what we started doing, actually when I started doing it, it was to motivate Habi, because he's not the greatest when it comes to saving. Yeah, he's not the greatest actually. If we're to say who spends more money between Habi and I, it's definitely him. Yeah. So what we did was, my mom is a teacher, his mom is a teacher, and teachers like stock fails. Hey. So what we did is that, I asked my mom if there are any stock fails in her school. So I we joined like the stock fail. Ne? So that stock fail, you contribute 2,000 per month. Again, it needs to be something that you can afford. So, and like when I joined, I was working, and obviously Happy was working. So you contribute 2,000 rand a month, meaning that when it's your turn to receive the money, including your own contribution, you get 24,000. So you are basically able to save, 24,000 rand a month. I mean a year. What, a month? A year. So stock files can help in, if you are one to struggle with accountability and responsibility, because if it's sitting maybe in your bank account, it's easy for you to withdraw it. But if like month end, with us, the teachers get paid on the 22nd, right? So you must make sure before the 22nd you've made your contribution. So normally I get paid on the 15th, and Happy gets paid month end. So he gives me the contribution month end. I add mine on the 15th, and then I send it. Um, like I send the 4,000 rand. So what did I want to say? Where was I going with it? Yeah, what I was saying is, it's very important, because now you need to know. See, you can't say this month I can't. You made a commitment with every month you'll be contributing this much, and when it's your turn, you expect to receive such and such an amount. So if you are struggling and maybe you do have, normally I would say don't do it with close friends or relatives. Like it should also involve people who are maybe not family members, where you look bad if you don't do the right thing, you know. And even if you are doing it with family members, make sure that you are committed and you make your contributions. Don't make any excuses. You need to sit down and be like, okay, Mina, I can actually uh take part in a stock fail share, maybe 500 rand, ne? And then you do that. In that way you are able to save money as well. And when it's your turn to receive the money, say for example when it's my turn to receive the 24,000 rand, even if I were to spend 2,000 rand, I know that I will be able to put the 22,000 rand away, or spend it on, like normally I have a goal. If you want to work on your mom's bathroom, or you want to work on getting land, or whatever the case may be, then you know that month when it's your turn to receive the money, you'll be able to do those things. So that's another way, that's another tip. That's how we are doing it. Yeah, so you can try start a stockpile nyana way. I think in that way it also helps to be accountable, and when you are used to it, you don't have to be part of the stockpile. You can just be putting that money away. So you are good. You'll have your down payment for your car and all those nice things. So that's another way of saving. um and yeah, another pro tip: when you are saving money, don't go tell the world that when you're putting money away and you have money put away somewhere, you have 10,000. Cause best believe we will be calling you to ask for money, because we know you have that 10,000 rand stored away somewhere. So it's very important that when it comes to your savings and all of that, keep it private, keep it to yourself. Okay. And in that way you'll avoid even friction between your family members, because now you've told the world that whenever you are saving, just like I'm doing right now, that I'm saving money, and the next thing people will be calling you asking for money. What money? Mina sis, I don't have money. I am broke as far as you're concerned. So it's very important, especially when you're in varsity, it's very important that you keep your mouth shut, save your money. And yeah, because sometimes I feel like parents at times can be naive to say, we know when you put money away, so use that money, we'll replace it. And parents never replace the money. I don't know, maybe it's just parents that I know, including my own parents, because they will remind you of how they've suffered raising you as a child and you've never even repaid them. So it's very important to keep it private because, yeah, to avoid shublabula. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. It's very important. You can talk about it years later, like I'm doing right now, how I saved money in varsity and the money is gone. It's gone. So what are you going to ask for? It's gone. So when you're in varsity, if you are saving money, the best advice I think I can give you is keep it private because you don't want any drama. Yeah, and I don't know what else to say when it comes to savings, but I think I have addressed everything that I think I forgot in the first video. And just basically a follow up based on the feedback that I received. And to be honest, I'm really grateful for the feedback that I received. There's just a couple of people that man, it makes me smile when I receive feedback, and I'm so grateful. I'm also grateful for the people who take time to watch my videos. I know I go on and on and on, but thank you for your patience. Yeah, with that being said, family, please don't forget to subscribe and to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about my YouTube channel. Yeah, with that being said, may love, peace, and grace be unto you. Bye. Mwah.